What's good, guys? It is Trav here from Neighbourhood. Are you looking to publish content on a website, landing page, or blog page hosted on HubSpot? Well, you need to learn how to connect your website domain to HubSpot first. Today, we're going to go over how to connect a new domain and how to manage and edit which content types are hosted inside it. If you want to take today's lesson offline, we'll include a free downloadable PDF in the description below. Well, so you want to connect your website, landing pages, or emails, or even if we want to view the email online. Today, we're going to show you how to do that. Now, I will put a little caveat there that it does require you to have some knowledge around DNS changes to your domain. If you've got some issues with understanding how to do this, I'll run through, we use Cloudflare, I'll run through a very basic version of what it looks like on this side. But if you are running into any troubles, just reach out to us at nbh.co. We're happy to help you out in this sort of aspect. Relatively easy after you do it 1,000 times, but if you're fairly new to this, HubSpot does have the ability, depending on your subscription features, the ability to chat. It's in the purple bubble or the question mark at the top there as well if you need to reach out to them anyway. So I thought I'd just set that as a caveat before we get going, but let's dive into getting it all sorted out. So the first thing you want to do is you want to click on the little cog at the very top here. When you click at the top, the cog, you want to scroll all the way down to the very bottom under website. You can see here, if you click on this, there's domains and URLs, and that's where we're going to be playing mostly in for today. Now you'll see that I've already pre-set up Summer of Selling brand domain here, but if there's nothing there, you will need to set up a brand domain for the retrospective domain. Again, any questions or comments, there is a comment section down below and we can help you out with that. So to get things kicked off, what we've got is our primary, secondary, and redirected domains here as well. You'll see there's a pre-redirected one, which I'll talk about in just a moment. So if we're wanting to connect our website, some landing pages or blogs up with HubSpot, we're going to need to connect a primary domain. So the big button we've got here, we're going to click on Connect a Primary Domain. So this is basically asking us here what we are looking to connect up to today. So as you know, some people have their website connected to a different platform, and sometimes you might just want to use the blog feature or the landing page feature inside HubSpot and not necessarily the website. We think you should. So in this case, you'd only click on the blog, the landing pages, or the email. But if you are bringing your website all the way across to HubSpot and you want to bring everything across, we would tick all the buttons. So there's the reasoning why there's different types of tick boxes there. In this instance, we're going to bring the website, blog, and landing page. We're going to just do it all in one big hit anyway, and email as well. Again, I will put the caveat, the email is sometimes when you see an email, it says click here to view this email online. That's giving the ability to show on your domain as well. So, and in the knowledge base and customer portal, if you've got Service Hub as well, we can connect that one up as well. So look, for today, in this instance, we're going to click on all of the tick buttons just to make sure we can show you how it all kind of works. The process is much the same if you are doing a singular tick or a couple ticks anyway. So I will say, any questions, there's the comment section below and we can help you out for sure. So we're going to click on all of these. You'll see the next button has gone orange and we're going to click on next. So it's going to ask what the domain for the primary site is. So don't put the www. For example, Neighbourhood's website is www.nbh.co. So in this instance, we're going to put nbh.co. Now, we've got an example site that we're going to use today, so we can show you what it looks like, because I'm sure there's videos out there on how to do it, but not actually how to do it after you get into the DNS. All right, so we're going to type in summerofselling.com.au. Click on next. All right, so we have this table here, which can be a little bit confusing if you haven't done this before. But this is basically asking us if we want it to be a subdomain or not. So if you are using your website on, if your website is not on HubSpot or something else, your blog subdomain could be blog.summerofselling.com.au, or landing pages could be, landingpage.summerofselling.au. But in this instance, we're bringing our whole website over. So we want to bring the whole www over to make sure that it's all uniform. So in this instance, what we're going to do is we're just going to type in www. I'm going to cut and paste this because me saying that the whole time is going to get fairly annoying. And there we go. Want to make sure that the top level domain, we want to make sure that the .com.au is there if you're in Australia or if you're in a different country. I will say just make sure you double check that because sometimes they drop the country after the dot they're off. So that's all good. It's all going to be www. And then we're going to click on next. So it's saying that the website is going to be connected to this website, the blog, the landing pages, the emails, and the knowledge base, which is exactly what we're looking for. So we're going to click on next. Now it's going to give us a little bit of code, or it's going to give us something to change our DNS. So now we need to update our DNS settings. It does say exercise care when editing these settings. I will also preface that you should take care. If you don't know what you're doing on this, you can break your email connection. You can break things that have been set up by an IT professional to have your business operate. So if you are in here and you're not too sure, I will say if you've got no one else to help you, take a screenshot of your DNS settings before you screw them up, and then you can go back and you can just put them back to what they were. So that's from experience. So we can see here that the record type is a CNAME, the host is www, and the required data is this one here. So there are a whole bunch of different types of domain providers. In this instance, we are going to look at Cloudflare. Cloudflare is free to bring it across for sort of complex DNS settings. So what we'll see here is what we need to do is we need to create a CNAME record. So we'll go up to the DNS settings, and over at the blue button, we're going to create this record. The type of record here is going to be a CNAME. And if we go across here, the host name is www. So we'll go through here, and this here is going to be www. So here, and then we're going to go across, and the required data to go into that next field is this one here, and we're going to paste this in there. So it's saying that when people visit here, it's going to actually go to this site and have it proxied through Cloudflare. That looks about right to me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on save. And it looks like that has been set up all nicely. So we're going to go back to our HubSpot account. Now there's step-by-step guides, and also it shows you how to do it through some articles. But one thing it will say is that there will be an estimated wait time. I can sort of say that it can be 15 to 80 minutes while it starts to work and figure out the DNS settings. In my experience using Cloudflare, it's pretty quick, nearly a minute or two, but they do preference 15 to 80 minutes. So just to manage expectations with the team or the business that you're working in as well. So we've set that up, and we're going to click on verify. Now it's going to check those records. So it's going to speak to Cloudflare to see if we've entered those details there. So you can see that the records are updating, and they haven't properly updated across yet. So it's saying that it's going to go back and check in about 60 minutes time, which you can go through, and you can see that this is where it's looking for. Now you can go ahead and click on check again if you want. I kind of feel like that it's not going to really speed it up. What I would recommend is just going ahead and continuing to do some work and coming back and just double checking on that. So we'll pause the video, and then we'll go through and come back and show you when it's all done. All right, so that actually only took about 2 minutes. So we're very lucky on that front. So once you'll see it, you'll see that the primary domain was successfully connected. So that means that now those functions will be available inside HubSpot. What we'll do, so this is the screen that you'll see, and we'll go through and we'll click on done. So you'll see at the very top, SSL activation is complete as well. That comes free inside HubSpot as well. And you'll notice that the green ticks here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, these are all kind of like kicking about too. So if any of them are in orange or red, either reach out in the comments section, or there's a help area down the right-hand side that you can reach out to support and work out there. So if you want to go ahead and send your emails from HubSpot to, click on this button here and follow that same process and update the DNS settings as they go through, much like what we did with the other ones there. So if we go through and we go over to marketing, and let's just double check to see if this is all working okay. We'll go over to marketing. We might just go ahead and create a website just to make sure. We're just going to call this HubSpot How To test. We can see that the domain's already working there, so I don't know if we need to test it because it's popping up there, but we'll do it anyway. All right, so we've gone ahead and we're on the actual page here, and we want to go to settings, and we can see here that the domain is successfully connected, and this is for a web page. But that will happen as well across blogs and any other landing pages and things like that as well. So that's successfully all completed. Like I did say, DNS can be fairly complex. Cloudflare makes it relatively easy when it comes to connecting it up. It's fairly fast, but it's usually the root of most problems when it comes to sort of launching anything. So if there is any problems or if there are any questions, make sure you hit us up in the comments below. And there you have it. You now know how to connect a website domain to HubSpot. Now, if you're after a PDF version of what we've learned today, we'll leave a link in the description below. If you've learned something new from this video and you're keen to learn more about HubSpot, make sure you give us a like and subscribe and hit that bell so that you can never miss out on another video. Well, that's it from me, guys. Happy HubSpotting.